A good Tuesday morning to you. Good morning and welcome. Welcome to your strength and stability class. Option today to start, if you'd like, in heart bed position. And some of you are there already. Heart bed can help us to release the front of the chest, the pectoralis muscles. Sometimes, if we're restricted in the shoulders, in the upper body, it can really help to stretch. If you're comfortable where you are, you're not in heart bed, you just stay as you are. Let's start our practice by releasing the breath together. So nice full breath in through the nose. Exhale, big sigh out the mouth. Let it go. You've got it. Try that again. Inhale through nose. Exhale out the mouth. Yeah, really beautiful. One more breath just like that. You've got it. Start now to invite your breath in and out of the nostrils. And as you breathe gently here in and out of the nostrils, find just a little bit of space between lips and teeth. See if you might be able to invite in a small, really gentle smile to play on the corners of the lips. And then let's take a little bit of time to sink, to settle into the earth below. Let the shoulders shrug down and away from the ears, maybe a little sigh as you do. Let the lower jaw just slacken downward away from the upper jaw. Finding that spacious quality inside the mouth. And you might even, to release the neck and shoulders a little bit, just slightly nod the head up and down. Finding a little release for those muscles on the back of the neck that support the head. Good. And now let's start to invite in our full diaphragmatic breathing. So breathing in and out of the nose. Feel as you inhale, the belly rise, the ribs expand outward. As you exhale, the belly draws in, ribs gather inward. So feeling on the inhale, the expansion, widening and opening. And on the exhale, that very soft, gentle return to center. So starting to feel rhythm of breath. Starting to establish how the breath will be a foundation for our practice today. Now, as you continue to breathe like this, I invite you now to begin to set your samkalpa, your intention for practice today. Now, to set your samkalpa, ask yourself this question: what quality would I like to invite into my practice today? What quality would I like to cultivate in this practice today? And today the answer might be around strength, or maybe even joy, maybe something else. Whatever answer for you begins to rise up, to bubble up, begin to set that as your samkalpa, as your intention for practice today. So see that word or that phrase in your mind's eye. And now let's begin to invite in the feeling of that samkalpa, the feeling of that intention through the body. We can set our samkalpas together with the breath. Please first exhale, release out all the breath, just big breath out. You can breathe out the mouth if you like. And then inhale, draw your samkalpa through. Exhale, soft, gentle release out the mouth, letting go. Again, inhale, draw that samkalpa through. Exhale, a little release to let go. Yeah, beautiful. One more breath, just like that. Good. So with that samkalpa, that intention set, let's just start to move the body. Start with a little wiggle of fingers, wiggle of toes. You can let the head, the neck roll just a little bit from side to side. We're going to start today with some shoulder movements. So I'd like you to start, please, with fingertips together, elbows bent, chin just a little bit tucked. And as you inhale, reach the arms right up over the head, still with that little bend of the elbows. As you exhale, bring the hands back to the heart. Now, if you're on the ground, you might find the hands come almost towards the ground as you reach up and back. With heart bed, if you're in that position, you won't be going quite as far, but it'll feel like a deeper stretch. So be gentle here. If you're in heart bed, no, you don't need to go very deeply here. This is just to open, to release shoulders a wee bit. Next time, hands come back to the heart. Take a little pause there. We'll bring arms out to the side now. As you inhale, arms go out to the side, little wings. Exhale, arms back together. Going with breath, inhaling out. Exhaling back. Eyes can be open or closed here, feeling that wing-like movement through the shoulder girdle. Yeah, beautiful. One or two more. Yeah, good. And then go ahead. I'd like you to please keep the left arm up, bring the right arm down. We're going to do our little nerve flossing here. So left arm is up, right arm is down. As you inhale, open the left arm out to the side, simultaneously turn the head over the right shoulder, like you're looking over right shoulder. And then exhale, come on back. So you're stretching that left shoulder. As you inhale, you're opening. Exhale, closing arm comes back up. Do about 5 to 8 of these. This can be great if you get any of that nerve pain, kind of that tightness or burning that comes down the arm. This is great to do in bed if you wake up after having a bit of a funny position in your sleep. One more here. Yeah, you got it. Then go ahead, bring that left arm down, reach the right arm up, same motion. As you inhale, opening right arm out, head turns to left, exhale, bring it back. Go with breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Soft and gentle, getting this really fluid movement here. Yeah, good. We'll do again about 5 to 8. You're going with your breath. Yeah, beautiful work. One more. Wonderful. Bring the head back, bring the arm back down. You can let the head nod up and down a little bit. Good. And if you are in heart bed like me, let's just roll off to the side and join our friends on the back. So you can roll off to the side if you're in heart bed, move your props out to the side. Have just now your head support. And then as you come on down, gather knees in towards the chest. So let's all bring our knees in towards the chest. We'll start some little circles here. So hands on knees. Start to draw a little circle here. So half the circle is the inhale, the other half is the exhale. Really slow, gentle motion, slow, gentle breath, massaging into the low back. And go ahead and switch directions. Take your time. Yeah, beautiful. Good. And now let's come into our big full hip circle. So hands on knees, separating the knees, pushing them away from the chest, away from each other. And then back in toward the chest and back toward each other. So nice big full circles here. So good for our hip health. We're getting that synovial fluid, that lubrication into the hip joint. Go ahead and switch directions. So it's just like we're sort of oiling our joints here. Yeah. Good. And then as you're ready, please reach up arms and legs. Let's point and flex through the ankles, the wrists. You'll get some cricks or cracks. That's good. It's just a little bit of air in the joint that's releasing. And then a little shake or wave side to side. And then roll in one direction and roll in the other direction. You got it. And then just do a little squeeze, release, squeeze, release, and shake it all out. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Gather your knees back and towards your chest. Give yourself another little hug, a little cuddle. We're going to start some work with our resistance bands. Please reach for your resistance band. Place it along the sole of the right foot. Now, resistance bands are a little bit shorter than regular yoga straps. You might find the arms are lifted. That's just fine. Here's the motion we'll do. So left foot's flat on the floor. Go into dorsiflexion of the foot. So what I mean by that is heel presses up. And then inhale, bring the knee in towards your chest. As you exhale, press the foot up so you straighten the leg. So you're using a little bit of muscular action. Inhale to bend, exhale to press up. That's it. And be gentle with these bands. Sometimes if we offer too much resistance, they'll snap right in half. Good. We lost one last week. All right, let's do another couple. So you can feel perhaps that work happening in the hamstring, the back of the thigh, the hamstring muscles. Those are what helps us to extend. Now, go ahead, press the heel up towards the sky. Bring the toes towards the face, so increasing dorsiflexion. And then just rock your leg a little bit towards you and a little away. Yeah. Good. Now, we can also come for a position of stability of the hips. You're going to bring the leg away from you. You might just bring the arms up a bit more. And then just start to tug down gently as you draw the circle in one direction and then the other. Take another full breath there. Good. Now we're going to bring the leg out to the side and back. So both sides of the strap go into just right hand. Leg goes out to the right side as you inhale and then gut it back on the exhale. We'll do about 3 to 5 of these. Go with breath. You're going to start to feel those inner thigh muscles. We'll be working with them a little deeper today. Good. And then next time you bring the leg through the center, come right into your twist. You're going to switch hands. Left hand catches the strap. Right leg crosses over. Now, choice one, you keep the left foot on the ground. Choice two, scoot your bottom over towards the right. So you roll over onto the left hip, drawing the right leg a little closer towards the ground. Now, take time again to point and flex. That'll get a little deeper into the hip. And then let's do a little bit more for hip stability in the SI joint. Go back into dorsiflexion of the foot. So like you're kind of pressing the heel away from you a bit. And then draw a little circle with the heel with the whole leg bone in one direction. It's tiny, it's not big. Tiny, tiny circle. And then in the other direction. So good for our hip stability. That's it. As you're ready, come on back through center. Take a little bit of time to switch. And then we'll go through that exact same motion. So we're inhaling, knee towards the chest, exhaling to press up. And just go with breath here, nice and gentle. So when we use the resistance band, it helps us to engage the musculature of the legs just a little bit more. Specifically here, we're getting into our hamstrings, and they are a group of 3 muscles along the base of the pelvis, right to the back of the leg, or the back of the knee. Yeah. Next time leg comes up, keep it up, find that dorsiflexion. Good. And gentle, gentle rocking here. A little massage. Good. And then you can find that tiny circle so thigh bone moves away from you. So as you tug down just a wee bit, you can feel the little massage for the back of the hip. As you draw a little circle in one direction, nice full breath as you do. And in the other direction, nice full breath as you do. Yeah, beautiful. Now we're going to bring leg out to its own side. So left hand takes both sides. Inhale, left leg out. Exhale, back through center. We'll do 3 to 5 of those. Go with your breath. Starting to wake up those inner thigh muscles, those adductor muscles. Good. Yeah. Now, next time you bring the leg back through center, come right into your twist. You can bring the leg through midline. Switch hands, right hand grabs the strap, left leg crosses over. Choice 1, keeping the right foot on the ground. Choice 2, scoot your bottom over to the left. Roll over onto the right hip, the right knee. Take a little bit of time there. You might point and flex the foot to get a little deeper into the hip. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. And then you can again get into that hip stability work. So dorsiflexion of the foot, tiny little circle that you're drawing in the air here with the heel in one direction. And then a wee pause, little tiny circle with the heel in the other direction. You've got it. Take one more breath just as you are. Yeah, beautiful. Please come on back through center. Good. Take the strap off. Just place it to the side for a moment. Gather your knees in towards your chest or go for a big long stretch. Just come into your body a little bit. How does this feel now? Excellent. Okay, we're going to grab the resistance band again and do a little bit for shoulders. Now, please hold the strap up over your chest. Use a light catch with that strap, but let it be pretty nice and wide. What we're doing here, and you can take a wee look if you're unsure, we're going to inhale, stretch the band up over the head, so you might even touch the ground. You don't need to. And then as you exhale, you're going to slacken that grip, and hands come over the chest. So on the inhale, you reach up and over. On the exhale, you bring it back. Go with breath. We want to do this a number of times. What you're starting to do here, beautiful, is engage into the trapezius muscles that help to support the shoulders and the upper back area. Good. Yes, you've got it. One more. Beautiful. Try and keep those ribs down as you're breathing. Good. Excellent. And then go ahead, bring that strap back over the chest. Release the strap down. You can just get rid of it for now. Take a little moment. Again, draw knees in towards the chest. See how that feels for you. Good. Yeah. Is that feeling relatively okay for body so far? All right, here we go. We're going to ramp it up with our core work. Grab your foam chip block. Place it underneath your bum. Now, important here, please have your hand weights nearby. We're not going to use them quite yet, but we are in just a moment. So just have your hand weights nearby. Reach up arms, reach up legs. We're going to start opposite arm, opposite leg movement. So you can bend the elbows just a wee bit. As you inhale, right arm, left leg, move away from you. There's your inhale. And then bring it back. So warming up. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Bring it back. Go with breath here. See if you can really notice on that shush exhale how the ribs gather in, how it feels like those inner thighs are just like magnets coming towards each other. Beautiful. So we're getting into our deep core strength, back muscles, abdominals, and pelvic floor. Yes, so good. You've got it. One more. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, take a little pause. You can gather those knees in towards the chest or do windshield wiper knees, your choice. Okay, grab your hand weights, one in each hand. Reach the arms up towards the sky and then bend the elbows just a little bit. So it's a really light grip that you've got with these hand weights. The arms are not going to change position. They're going to stay as steady as they possibly can. Legs come up. Just the legs move now. So inhaling, right leg lowers. Exhale, shush it up. That's it. Left side, inhale. So here we're trying to keep the torso as steady, as stable as possible as we're letting hips move by the leg lowering and raising. That's it. Yeah, beautiful. One more side to side. You've got it. Chin a little tucked. Yes, excellent. Good. And then take your pause. You can bring the weights down briefly. Bring your knees in towards your chest, or you can do windshield wiper knees. Excellent. Okay, here's the next movement. Hand weights again. Reach those arms up, bend the elbows a little bit, reach the legs up. Now, this time we are going to move both the hands, the arms, and the legs, but we're going wide out to the side into a V. So on the inhale, we open up arms and legs. On the exhale, we bring it back. Inhale, open. Good, shush it back. That's it. Now with those arms, they don't need to go super far here. If you've got shoulders that are sometimes a little problematic for you, no, even just a little bit of movement is great with these hand weights. Good. One more. Good. Okay. When the arms and the legs come back together, pause. Keep those hand weights as they are. We're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg with the hand weights. So right arm out to the side, left leg out to the side. There's your inhale. Bring it back. Opposite, left arm, right leg. Bring it back. Keep going side to side. Nice and slow here. The leg that's not moving, try and keep it really, really still. You've got it. Yes, beautiful work. One more side to side. Everyone's got it beautifully. Yes. Good. Okay, bring those hand weights down. Bring either knees in towards the chest or windshield wiper knees. Just give yourself a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a break here. Good. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, take the foam chip block out. Place it to the side. Stretch your body out long. Reach the arms up over the head. Stretch those heels forward and do even just a little walk with those legs one by one so you can feel the whole body stretch. We'll come into a little bit of a side stretch here. So our C shape or banana stretch. So upper body leans over to one side. If it feels okay, the legs can follow too. You can even crisscross the ankles. Nice big, big breath here. Finding that breath into the rib cage. And then take a little walk back through center, do the side, that lateral stretch to the other side. So upper body, then lower body. Maybe crisscrossing ankles, nice big breath. Yes. And then as you're ready, come on back through center. Interlace fingers, press palms towards the ceiling or the back wall. One more little tug out through the heels, take a breath. Good. And then as you're ready, you can undo the hands, bring those knees in towards the chest, give yourself a little hug, a little cuddle. Yeah, wonderful, good. Okay. I'm going to change positions. And what we're going to come into next is a side lying position. I love a bolster as my head support. So you can take a little roll over to the side, push yourself up first, grab your head support. So it might be a block or it might be a bolster. And we're going to repeat some of the arm movements that we did last week for those of you who were here last week. So you need one little weight in front of you. I love to put something between my knees too, so I'm going to use my thick block between the knees. If you're using the thick block for your head support, you can put the bolster between the knees. So head is on the bolster, shoulder is not. Knees are supported, the hand weight's in front of you. Okay, now this top arm, this is what's going to do the work. Let the fingers just kind of wiggle out first. We're not using the weight quite yet. We're just going to come into the movement. As you inhale, open the arm up. So you can even twist a little bit if you want. And then as you exhale, bring it back. That's it. So keep doing this. Do about 3 to 5 times just so you can feel how that is. There is a point at which, if you are going into the twist, there's a little bit more pressure in the shoulder girdle. So that's not a bad thing. We're just going to be aware of it when we take the weight up. Okay, bring the hand back down, grab the weight. Same motion as you inhale, you open. As you exhale, you close. That's it. Now, if you have any shoulder issues at all, just come to that halfway point where the weight is straight up towards the sky, and that's as far as you can go. If you know shoulder is okay, you can go a little farther out to the side, only if you know shoulder is okay. Good. You've got it. Last one. Good. Okay, now let's all come to the point where that weight is just straight up towards the sky. And you can look at it. Now, here's what we're going to do. As you exhale, you're going to bend the elbow, so bringing that weight pretty close towards the shoulder. Good, and then inhale, press it up. Exhale, draw it in. Good, and then bring it back up. And 2 more like that. So we're working on our strength from this position. Beautiful. Okay, bring the weight back down. Flip on over to the side. Take your weight with you. Support your head. Are shoulders okay so far? Doing that? Yes? Okay. So you can support the head, support the shoulder. Knees are tucked nice in towards the chest. Now we do the motion first without the weight. So as you're ready, you're inhaling to open and exhaling to close. Now, if this is the side where you know, oh yeah, I've got some shoulder stuff happening on this side, just this motion without the weight is quite enough. Know that you can just keep doing this. This is great for mobility. For those of you who want to add on the weight, I'm going to reach down, grab your weight, and then on the inhale, you open, and on the exhale, you come on back down. So you're really sort of hovering the weight above the ground. That's how we add a little bit more load, a little bit more strength. Yeah. Good. Nice full breath, please. You've got it. Good. One more. Now, next time that weight comes up, reach it straight up towards the sky. There's that inhale. And then as you exhale, you're bending the elbow. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, bend it in. We'll do 2 more, reaching up. Exhale in, last one. Good, you've got it. Okay, take the weight down. Come on to hands and knees. So you can take your block out, move the bolster out of the way. Support yourself however you need to on hands and knees so that you can come into your spinal waves with me. So you might, for example, have some padding underneath the knees. You might have some padding underneath the wrists, your choice. Let's just move with breath so you know this movement really well. We're going to exhale and round and inhale to arch. Yeah. So take your time with this. Good. Yeah, finding that opening through the chest. We've done lots for shoulders, so we're going to do a little bit to release them here. Good. Now, option 1, to come a little bit deeper into the shoulders as fingertips come off the mat. So hands are wider. Bum leans back. You do a little side to side motion, bending one elbow, straightening the other. If that doesn't feel so good on the knees, sometimes that's a bit much on the knees, you can instead grab your bolster, come on down to your forearms, and then just do a little shallow circle there. So you're choosing what feels best for you. Yeah, good. You've got it. Take another breath there. Yeah, beautiful. Nice. Now, please come into your child's pose. Take a little rest. You can, if you've got a bolster, perhaps rest your forehead on bolster. Arms can come over. Or you might even crisscross forearms for a little bit of head support. It does not matter what you choose. Take your time here. Good. And then invite in a little quality of rest. So feeling here as you inhale, the ribs expand. And then as you exhale, those ribs gather in. Might even feel good to rock the head a little bit from side to side here if you like. Yeah, beautiful. Good. Lovely. Two more breaths, please. Good. You've got it. Last breath. Now I'm going to invite you into your plank flow from here. So I'm just getting my bolster out of the way. I'm extending my arms a little farther forward, spreading the fingers. And then as I inhale, I'll roll myself up into the plank, either knees down or toes tucked under for knees up. As I exhale, I'm going to bring those knees down, go back to child's pose. So on the inhale, finding plank. On the exhale, finding that long child's pose. If that feels great and you want a little more, you can lift up one leg as you find your plank and then come on back down. And then as you come up next, you can lift up the other leg and then come on back down. If you're finding the wrists are a little tender here as you're doing the plank flow, you can do the same thing on the forearms. So you don't need to bring the hands right down. Let's do one more. One more. Beautiful. Come on back into your child's pose. Let it be a rest. If child's pose isn't feeling so good for you anymore, you can come right on down to your tummy. That's where we're going to go next anyways. So you're choosing either child's pose or tummy. You got it. If you're on your tummy, you can crisscross forearms. If you're in your child's pose, see if a little stretch might feel good for you. Good. Yeah, beautiful. Good. Take another breath or two. Okay. Those of you in child's pose, please come all the way down onto your tummy. And we'll come into our cobra flow. So fingers are spread. Elbows tug back a little bit. And then let's move here with the breath as you inhale, start to lift the chest up. As you exhale, lower down part way. Chin is tucked. Tug back through the fingers, lift up through the elbows. Exhale, lower yourself down. We're going to do 3 of these. That's 1. Inhale, start to lift up. Exhale, lower down part way. Inhale, tug back through the elbows, maybe lift palms. And then exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale to lift. Beautiful. Exhale, lower down part way. Good. Tug back through the elbows, start to lift up. Good. Exhale, come on down. Go ahead, crisscross your forearms, turn your cheek to one side. Let the lower legs just sway a little bit from side to side. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to do another one, and this one is for shoulders. It requires the resistance band. So if you, like me, have your resistance band not within reaching distance, go ahead and grab it. Now, I'll talk you through this because it's a little bit of a new thing. What we're going to be doing is lifting up one leg at a time, as well as the chest. Here's what it's going to look like. We're going to take this resistance band behind us. Hang on to it. So you're hanging on to it about the width of your buttocks, so pretty close towards each other, the hands are. And then as you inhale, you're lifting up chest, tugging with the strap, lifting up the right leg. As you exhale, you're lowering yourself down. That's it. Keep the chin tucked. Inhale, left, lifts up. Tug with that resistance band. Exhale down. Now you're in charge. If this doesn't feel great to tug much, please don't tug much. Good. If it feels okay to keep going, you're going to keep reaching back as if you could touch your ankles. You will not touch your ankles. One more side to side. Good. Last one. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Beautiful. Good. Okay, come on down. Take that resistance band to the side, crisscross your forearms the other way, turn your cheek to the other side, bend the knees, and then do a little release from side to side. Beautiful. Okay, now from here, you've got a choice. You can stay here for a couple more breaths, or you can slide hands back, push up through hands and knees for child's pose. Third option, coming up into downward facing dog. And we are on our way up to standing, just so you know where we're going. In about 5 breaths from now, we will be coming into a standing forward fold. Now, if you're in that down dog, you can bend one knee, press the opposite heel towards the ground, or maybe even wiggle out your tail a little bit, a little wag from side to side. You've got it. Take another full breath in and out, however you are. Good. Now we're going to start our process coming to standing forward fold halfway. So walking hands to feet or feet to hands. Hands come to the thighs, elbows out to the side. Inhale up part way. As you exhale, shoulders roll back, low ribs gather. Let's find our chair pose. Sink down with the bum, lift up with the arms. Exhale, widen the arms. Good. Let's come all the way up. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart. Good work. Okay, have a little bit of a shakeout. Grab a sip of water if you've got some water. Excellent. Okay, now I'm going to come into a little bit of a flow, and then we're going to do a little bit more arm strength work. Please have your thick block, place it between the knees, between the thighs. We're going to do our chair flow. Hands come to the heart. You all know this well. On your inhale, chest lifts up. Exhale, squeeze the block a little bit, arms down by your side. Press through the heels, inhale, rise up tall. Exhale, dive forward, hinge at your hips, hands on thighs, standing forward, fold. Inhale, up part way. Exhale, shoulders roll back, low ribs gather. Let's find our deep chair pose, squeeze the block, sink down low, arms up. Exhale, widen the arms. Press through heels, come all the way up, inhale. Beautiful, exhale, hands to heart. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale, little chair pose. Inhale, rise up tall. Exhale, dive forward, hinge at the hips, standing forward, fold. Inhale, up part way. Exhale, shoulders roll back, low ribs gather. Let's find our deep chair pose, sink down, lift up. Exhale, widen the arms, beautiful. Come all the way up, inhale, you've got it. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up tall. Exhale, dive forward, hinge at the hips, standing forward, fold. Inhale, up part way. Exhale, shoulders roll back, low ribs gather. We go deep chair pose, sink down, lift up. Exhale, widen the arms, beautiful. Come all the way up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, take out your block. Give yourself a good little shakeout. Great. Okay, we're going to come into our 1-arm row in Warrior A. So it'll be a resistance band that goes underneath your right foot with right foot forward, Warrior A. So it just goes to the outside of the foot. Hips more or less squared forward. You can hang on to the strap just above the thigh. Now, the action here with the arm is to bring the elbow as far back as you can, keeping it really close into the ribs. That's it. So on the inhale, you're tugging back. Exhale forward. And if as you're going, you think, oh, I want like a little bit more, you can for sure hang on a little bit lower, but just be gentle with the motion. It's really tugging back close into the ribs. So ideally, we're getting into this spot here, that lower trapezius. As you strengthen that, it takes pressure off the neck. Okay, now let's do a little rotation. So this time as you open, you're going to turn a little bit and then exhale back. And again, inhale, open, turn a little bit, exhale back. Let's do two more. We're reaching up and open. Exhale back. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, go ahead and step forward. Give yourself a little bit of a shake. Notice you probably feel different, yes, from side to side. Can you feel in there a little bit? Let's see, we're going to get a little deeper. Let's go into the other side. Left foot, bring it over the strap. This takes a bit of coordination, which I'm challenged with. Right foot back, squaring those hips forward. So standing nice and tall, front knee bent. Inhale, you're tugging back, straight back. Exhale, forward. That's it. Just go with your breath. So you're trying to first just keep that torso pretty still, very much the arm moving. So ideally getting into that spot just below the shoulder blade. Yes. Good. One more. Now let's work on our rotation. So as you inhale, you're going to rotate and then exhale. And inhale to rotate and exhale. Let's do two more. Beautiful. Last one. Yes. Excellent. Go ahead and step forward. Good. And give a little bit of a shake out. Lovely. All right. Now, I'm going to come into our warrior bee. This is a flow we did last week. Warrior bee with resistance bands, so it makes it more fun. Right foot forward. Left opens out to the side. So we're bending into that front right knee, and the hips are on a diagonal. So you can sort of imagine they're directed more or less towards that top left corner of the mat. Now, shoulders roll up, back and down. Now, the motion that we're going to do, pretty loose with the strap, so you can keep it in front of you down for now, is we're going to reach up on the inhale and then bring it down on the exhale. That's all it is. You got it. Inhale, reaching up. Little resistance, exhale down. If you're feeling fancy, you can inhale, straighten the leg, and then exhale, rebend. You do not need to feel fancy today. You can decide. Good. Two more. Yes, you got it. One more. Good. Okay. Rebend the knee if you'd straighten the leg. We'll come into our extended side angle. So we're going to lean over that front thigh a little bit. Now, big width between here. What we're going to do is rotate. So this top arm, left arm, reaches up and down and over. Inhale, reach it up and exhale down. If you're finding, I need a bit more resistance, give yourself a bit more resistance. You can come a little closer. And then let's reverse. So inhaling up and over. We're going to do three. Inhale up and over. Good. And one more. Yeah. Okay. Bring yourself back to warrior bee. Bring yourself back towards the top of the mat and shake it all out. Okay. Other side. So left foot towards the top of the mat, right foot steps back. Bend into that front knee. So you're finding that alignment of the hips more or less diagonal. Okay. So you're really familiar with this from the first side. As you're ready, you can inhale, reach up and exhale down. Now, if you want to turn your head, you for sure can. It's looking over that front arm as you open. Doesn't feel good for all necks though. So no, you can for sure just look to the side. And then option, if you want, you can straighten the knee and rebend. We'll do about three more. Yeah, you got it. Beautiful. Good. Excellent. Now, let's rebend the knee if it was straightened. Lean over so you're finding that extended side angle. Now your top arm, this time the right arm, we're going to rotate it up and exhale down and up and exhale down, and one more. Good. And then take a little pause, go in the other direction. So very much working with our mobility of the shoulder, but adding with the strength of the resistance band for stability. Last one. Beautiful. As you're ready, bring yourself all the way back up. You can get rid of the resistance band. Come up and then give yourself a fairly wild shake. Really release those shoulders. So let yourself bob. Give yourself a little love tap. Good. Excellent. Good. One more breath. Good. Okay. Now, goddess pose with weights. Grab your two hand weights. How fun is it going to be? Super fun. Toes turn out. Heels are in. You're at sort of mat width or a little bit wider apart. Now, let's just start with the position where we bend the knees and just check that more or less those knees are over the ankles. It's a little tough in goddess pose to see, so we just spend a little bit of time finding that. Okay, now with your weights, you're going to reach them. Give yourself a little bit of a bicep curl and then exhale down. And then inhale, reach up, bicep curl, exhale down. Good. One more. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, now change the position of the weights to above your shoulders. And we're going to work with straightening out the legs, straightening up the arms as you inhale, and then rebending back, goddess pose. You've got it. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale down. Two more. Inhale, reach up. Beautiful. Exhale down. Last one, reach up. And then exhale down. You got it. Okay, come all the way back up. Bring the weights down in front of you. Now, you may remember this movement from before we used weights. What we're going to do is work with a spread foot forward fold. So we're going to go wider on our mats or off the mats. And you're going to bend all the way forward. I'll show you where we are going first. Toes in, heels out. You want to bend the knees a little bit so we can find that forward fold. Right hand goes down towards the weight on the left. And then you inhale to bring it up. Seen in that almost halfway place. And then left hand goes towards the right. Bring it up. Good. And now we're going to release them. So block. It goes down to the left. Bring yourself back to neutral. And then to the right, bring yourself down to neutral. Good. Right hand to the left weight. Inhale, bring it up. Good. Exhale, arm comes down to grab the left weight. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, weight goes down to the left. Good, bring it back. And then right, bring it back. We'll do one more. Right hand to left weight. Inhale, bring it up. Good. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, bring it up. Good. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, bring yourself up to neutral. Exhale, bring it down. Good. Okay, take your hands onto your hips. Good. Bend into the knees a little bit. Slowly, slowly bring yourself all the way up. Good work. Open out to the side. 5-point star. Wiggle through the fingers a little bit. Take another breath. Good. Arms come down. Bring your legs together. Give yourself a little bit of a shake again. Excellent. Good. Okay, how are bodies feeling so far? Bless you. Hey, Penny, you can't see this. But I got slight smiles from people here that may also be asking, are we going down soon towards the ground? We are going down soon towards the ground. In fact, we're going down towards the ground now. But let's flow together. So take your weights off the mat. Come up towards the top of your mat. Hands together. Here we go. We're going to flow together. As you inhale, rise up tall. Exhale, dive forward, hinge at the hips, standing forward, fold. Inhale up part way. Beautiful. Exhale, come on back down. Please make your way to hands and knees. And as you find your way to hands and knees, let's start some circles. So you can bring those hands a little farther forward or come onto your forearms. And then start to bring yourself into a little circle in one direction. Getting into the hips, getting into the shoulders. Nice inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come back. Releasing out. Now we've done lots and lots of strength work. Having a little release specifically for those shoulders. Good. You've got it. Let's do one or two more. Good. Yeah, lovely. And then find your child's pose. Find your child's pose. You can reach back with the bum over the heels. You can crisscross forearms. If child's pose isn't feeling good, come into any other resting position. Letting the head rock just a little bit from side to side. Good. Yeah, beautiful. Let's take another full breath in and out. Ah, good. Now, please roll yourself up. Let's meet on our bums. Grab water if you have it. Take a little sip. Hmm. Okay. We're going to do one more slightly active thing, and then we're going to come into full release. Here's the slightly active thing. Can you please bring your feet flat on the floor, bum on the ground? Now, if you want, the legs can come a little closer together. If you want, they can come a little farther apart. It truly, truly doesn't matter. One weight. Now, hold the weight between both hands. And here's what we're going to do. Please lift up the toes, release them down. You're going to rotate a little bit over towards the right, trying to stay tall. And then exhale, bring yourself back. Towards the left, inhale and exhale back. Now, with this, as you're going from side to side, here's a little bit of a trick. Go over to your left side with me. Now, that left hand, the left palm, can you push it into the weight? And that'll bring you back. Yeah, you got it. And then go over towards the right. Let the right hand push forward to bring you back. That's it. Now, what you're doing there, whether or not you feel it, left hand pushes you back, is you're engaging into the core musculature on your side. So even into our obliques, that'll help us to stay a little bit more upright. Good. One more side to side. Good. You got it. Okay, and then let it be done. Take the weight down, shake it all out. Good. Okay. Grab your massage ball. And what we're going to do is a little massage for here, for the front. So at the beginning of class, I talked about how heartbeat can help to release in the pectoral muscles. Can also help when we're doing specific shoulder strength work to spend time massaging pretty specifically in this area. So thinking about where you're going to is kind of from the armpit, just the top of the armpit, across the front and right underneath the collarbone. Yeah. And for many of us, for me, for example, today, it might feel a little tender there. So you don't need to press really, really hard. If you think, oh, I'm really not feeling anything at all, what you can do is bring that arm out to the side, bring the ear to the shoulder, and it will for sure get in there a little bit more. You might not need it. Some of us won't need it. And if you're doing that out to the side and you think, I still want more, you can rotate the arms. So thumb down and thumb up. Yeah. And breathing's really important. So go ahead and just breathe. Yeah. Good. And then come on back. Bring the ball down just for a moment. However it is you're sat, just let those shoulders roll up and down. Close the eyes, turn the head around a little bit, and notice if you can feel a difference from side to side. Yeah. Okay, come on back. Grab your massage ball. Same thing. So we're going on to the other side, and it doesn't matter which is your second side here. First, just a little roll around. So deep, full breath is really helpful. Can just, good. And trying to get into, so we have quite a bit of musculature around there that has been working with all of the weights and resistance band work that we did. If you want to go a little deeper, that arm can come behind you. You can bring the opposite ear to the shoulder. You can also rotate the arm so thumb comes up and thumb comes down. Important after we do work to engage a muscle group. We want to spend some time releasing. Yeah, you've got it. Take another couple of breaths, however you are. Yeah, good. Lovely. And then go ahead and bring the arm down, bring the head up. Again, we'll just have a little check-in so eyes can close, shoulders can roll up, back and down, head just rolls around a little bit. Ah, good. All right. We're going to lie down. I'm going to be lying down for the whole rest of class. This could be another time to have a little sip of water if you want before you come on down. If you took a layer off, this is a good time to put that layer back on. We're going to be coming into hip release when we come on down. So make sure, please, you have your head support. Also, do have your massage ball nearby, although you won't need it right away. And give yourself just a little hug. Yeah, good. Bless you. Great. Okay, now the hip release that I'd like to do is a little flow with our figure four movement. If you know in your hips that there's a little bit of lack of mobility in your hips, or hips are a tender place for you, I'm going to suggest that you give yourself, and I'll show you here what I'm doing, a little bit, almost like a fort that you can build from side to side. I've got a block on one side, a bolster on the other, and I'll show you why I might do that. With my ankle crossed over in figure four, my hands down beside me, I'm going to rock over to one side to bring the foot down towards the ground or maybe on a block or bolster. And then I rock to the other side. And if I know I want to be a little gentle with my hip and my low back, I can put something else on that side. So it's just optional. It's not something you need to do. But if you know, oh yeah, I've got a low back that sometimes gets a little tender, or my hips are a little bit tender, you can give yourself a little bit of a fort that you can kind of lean into from side to side. This is a great little sequence to do in bed at the end of the day to release the hips, the low back. If you want to get into the upper back, the thoracic spine a little bit more, that's where the shoulders are attached to. What you can do is, rather than palms face down, you can do palms face up, maybe even cactus arms. That's what I'm doing with my forearms on the ground. And then as I do that little twist from side to side, I definitely feel it in that upper back shoulder area a bit more. If you're going quite far over to the side, you might even add in a little exhale to bring you back to center. So you give yourself that extra support for the core as you move from side to side. Yeah, that's it. We'll do another few breaths. Yeah, beautiful. One more breath. Good. And then go ahead, undo the legs. Shake them out. You can straighten the legs out. Just notice how it feels from side to side, maybe a little different on one side. And then go ahead and cross your opposite ankle over. For me, it's my right. I'm going to do that little movement from side to side. And what I like to do, because I've built myself this little fort from side to side, is I might adjust it. So the side that has the leg crossed, for me, it's my right ankle crossed over. I have the bolster a little higher at my hip, so it gives me a little bit more support as I lean from side to side there. One thing that I love about this little flow is it gets both into our hips and our shoulders. It's where we tend to hold that muscular strain. If you want to get a little deeper into the shoulders, palms can be up, or you can go back to those cactus arms. If you're going quite far over to the side and back, your SH, your exhale, may help you with a little bit of extra core support. Yeah, beautiful. We'll move for a few more breaths like this, just really soft, really gentle. Good. One or two more breaths. Good. Yeah, beautiful. Come on back through center. Straighten out the legs, give them a little bit of a shake out here. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to come into massage. Um, can grab your massage ball and place it underneath. If you've got two, you can use two for sure. Underneath the side hip area. And we can start first just with a little rock from side to side. Now, if you know, oh, those massage balls are a little much for the hips, doesn't feel so good there. Instead, what you could do is grab a slow-mo ball, place it underneath the pelvis, and then just roll the hips around with that slow-mo ball underneath the pelvis instead. For my in-studio friends, I'm going to take a little roll off to the side. Come on up. If anybody needs a second massage ball, let me know. If you'd like to have another one or a different one or a slow-mo ball. I'm just over by the balls now. No, you're all good. Okay. So starting with that little rock from side to side. And then another thing that can be helpful, and oh yeah, Kathy, I see you're doing that as well, is you can have with both feet flat on the floor, you can alternate like a little butterfly, one hip opening one knee out to the side, and then that knee comes back up, and then the opposite knee out to the side and then back. I like to do that with my arms a little out to the side as well. Many of you know the hip massage series really well. If there's something else that you love to do, for sure, you can take your time coming into that. One example is like a half happy baby pose where the knee comes in towards the chest out to the side a little bit, and then you just draw a little circle with the knee. If something else is calling to you, take your time with that. The breath is your friend here, so nice full breath. Good. Taking time to soften, to release. Yeah. And as always, if there's another area that you'd like to attend to, for example, a shoulder massage, you can take your time bringing your massage balls up to that upper back shoulder area, maybe working with a couple of basket arms rolling around. This is the only thing we'll be doing before our rest, before our Shavasana. So you've got as much time as you want with this massage. But alternatively, if you feel like, oh, I'm pretty ready for rest, you can set yourself up for your Shavasana. If you'd like to have a chair for that, I'm going to be up taking a little look around. I'm very, very happy to come around to give you a chair. Or you can set up in really any position that feels good for you. Good. Yeah, chair for you. Here you go. I'll grab it for you. You're okay. Okay. Yeah, that was some acrobatic work there. Good. Yeah, beautiful. Good. And turn off that light. Lauren, I'll come right by. Yeah. Let's take a little bit of time to soften downward into the earth. Let the shoulders shrug down and away from the ears. Find a little sigh to let go. And see if you can draw your awareness to the area of the jaw, releasing lower jaw just a little bit away from the upper jaw. You might even find that tiny little nod up and down with the chin, that little release for the back of the neck. And see if you can, in this moment, draw your awareness to the parts of the body that are making contact with the mat, the props, really the earth below. So that might be the back of the head, the back of the shoulders, the back of the pelvis, maybe even the feet or the backs of the legs. And as you feel into that back body, draw your awareness to the exhale and see as you exhale a little deeper. Can I perhaps feel as if I'm leaning into that earth, the ground, a little more? Really surrendering to this rest, to this release. And then start to draw the awareness to the breath again. Notice the in breath, the inhale. And as you do, draw awareness to the front of the body, the face, the chest, the front of the hips and the legs. And inviting awareness to the inhale, that in breath, the front of the body. Inviting also a connection to a quality of lightness, almost lifting, floating. And then see, can you draw awareness now to both parts of the breath, both the inhale and the exhale, both sides of the body, the front and the back. Inviting in an awareness of the balance between the two, front and back. Lightness, heaviness. And then with awareness on the breath, let's start to wake the body really gently. You can start by wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes very softly. Let the head, the neck roll a little bit from side to side. And in your own time, come into your body as feels good for you. So that might be a stretch, a yawn, might be gathering knees in towards the chest for a little bit of a cuddle. Then let's transition gently, starting by rolling over to one side. You might gather the knees in towards the chest as you do, drawing in all that energy of your practice. And then as you're ready, go ahead and push yourself up to a comfortable seat. You can sit however you like. Option to either have palms face down on the lap or palms together at the heart. Eyes can close. And let's close our practice with 3 shared breaths. So first exhale, release the breath, let it go. And then inhale, breathe deep into the space of the heart. Exhale, soft sigh out the mouth. Again, inhale into the heart. Exhale out the mouth. And one more breath just like that. You softly bow your head over your fingertips. Here, symbolically releasing thoughts of the mind into the space of the heart. So infusing all thoughts with the qualities of the heart. love, compassion, and forgiveness. Let's take another breath, lifting the heart to the mind. And then as you exhale, slowly peel, open your eyes, softly lift your gaze. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. Thank you. Thank you for coming today, everyone. If you have any questions about anything we did, please ask me. We have another class that comes in right after this one, my back care class. They love it when you just stack props and then leave them for them. The only thing that I'd ask you to put away today is the hand weights because we won't use those in the back care class. Oh, yeah, good point, Kathy. And the resistance bands into the basket up here. Yeah. Thanks, Kathy.